Hello and thank you for dropping by the channel. Today I'm going to be trying to get this SHINDAIWA weed trimmer running for the first time, at least since I've owned it. It's used, as you can see here, somewhat dirty condition. It looks like everything is intact with the fuel lines, linkage. Looks like it's working okay. Just kind of rough. I tried to start it briefly with a little bit of carburetor cleaner. And couldn't get it to fire up, so it does have some issues. I'm going to try to address those. This is the 22F, the Home Pro. So yeah, let's get into it. Three lines going into the tank. Tank is clean. Fuel filter is not so bad. I take the plug out. Now, I had problems getting this to fire up. I couldn't get spark with the plug. Plug looks fine, but I wasn't getting any spark. Reason being is the trimmer had a very low compression. And I measured it at about 95 psi with the gauge that I have. So I couldn't get any spark. Put 3 or 4 drops of this stuff that I had around. This is for automobiles. I put this in spark plug hole. When I say drops, it's very thick, so I just put some in the cap and let it drip in there. Like I said, about 3 or 4 drops. That's how I put it in. Just enough to kind of go over the piston and get into the cylinder. After doing that, I was able to get spark. That was yesterday. I haven't messed with it since, really. So I'm going to test the plug again and see if I get spark again. I don't know if this is going to be a fix just enough to get it to run one time, or if it's actually getting those rings to actually open up like they're supposed to. So yeah, let's test the plug. Okay, so we're going to be looking right here. I'm going to try not to get in the way. I could feel it. It's actually shocking me. So maybe you could see it was a pretty good blue spark. I was not getting that yesterday. And well, let me show you the compression I'm getting. So I'm not going to hook the gauge up because the gauge is not that accurate. If it gets any oil or gas on it or any residue, it's just not going to work. It needs to be blown off with my air, some compressed air. So I'm just gonna do like a thumb test here. Okay, I'm gonna try to hold my thumb on the end of this as I pull the cord. And the more I pull the cord, it should be harder to keep my thumb on. Now I should be able to just hold it down, but after I pull it a few times, air should be escaping from underneath it, and that should be enough compression. See, All right, maybe you could hear that escape. I mean, it didn't actually push my thumb off, but air was escaping out from underneath the thumb. So we should have enough spark now to start the trimmer. We're going to find out just in a second here. I think I'm going to go ahead and just mix some fuel up. I don't know how the carburetor is going to fare. I don't know if if it's messed up, but I think it should at least start or attempt to start at this point. Primer bulb seems to work. It's not leaking. It's not priming yet though. It's 4, 5. All right, we're 8 and it's priming. We'll do 10. That was really easy. It's smoking a little bit. I don't know why. It could be a lot of things really bad. The idle, adjust the idle just a little bit here. That's no big deal. low idle. It's a nice little unit. Very lightweight. This is a really nice weed eater. It's really quiet for a 2-cycle. It's very balanced, hardly any vibration. Lightweight, it's got a long straight shaft. The only thing I don't necessarily like is the fact that it's kind of limited on how much cord you can have on it. The quick bump works really good. Really nice trimmer, very lightweight. Shaft is long enough to get around in places that I need to. Good balance, Doesn't vibrate hardly at all. It's not really that loud for a 2-cycle. Easy to use. It takes a little bit of getting used to as far as the cord length goes. With the cutter here, it's not as long as I typically like. The quick bump start, or quick cord release deal here works fine. Whoever put that in there did a very good job. Yeah, I expired all the cord there, as you probably saw. But that's a really nice unit. Runs very good, tuned nicely, didn't stall out at all. The only thing is, will it start again? Since we were having compression problems to begin with, let's go ahead and see if we can restart it here. Well, that's it for SHINDAIWA trimmer 22F Home Pro. What did I buy it for? $19.99. Yeah, I made sure that, or I wanted to make sure that the primer bulb looked good on it. The lines were intact. I checked the linkage, the throttle, when I purchased it. But yeah, the compression didn't have compression until we messed around with it a little bit, and the cylinder or the rings seem to be opening again, and you know, it's running strong. So I guess that'll be it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, have a great day and take care.